so I didn't have to touch that money because I felt bad when I when I spent that money. Like, no, I ain't finna touch that off that. That's for the re-up and all that. Again, it's good. I can actually, damn, I'm nigga old now. I'm 29. I can talk about this shit now. Because I used to not be able to talk about this shit. I'm like, no, statute of limitations. They gonna get on my ass. But yeah, bro, that, locker room, had that shit in the locker at school. Because I was like starting off on the block with, but then I started going to the school, then the school bus. And then, like, I wasn't no big meats or nothing like that. I wasn't out, but we was getting enough to where I had to ask my mama for no money, though. That's all that mattered. You know what I mean? How much you making? Enough?
Yep.
Shit, enough. I didn't want to take it to that level because I knew I was going to be, like, focused on just that. And that wasn't my, like, I said, I don't want to just do this. Like, that ain't my main thing. I want to do something different. This ain't what I'm trying to do forever. For real, for real.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fort Wayne, would you say Fort Wayne is a city on drugs?
I don't know, like, back then, yeah, because they called it Fort Kane for a reason, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, they called Fort Wayne Fort Kane for a reason. Like, back in the day, that shit, yes. Hell yeah, because it was hard. Like, bro, you know how many people, how many influences, like, it was easier for me to just call the homie, like, hey, man, let me get that, versus, hey, man, let me get a camera, let me get a microphone, let me get a book, nigga, or something positive. Yes, it was a city of drugs, man. That motherfucker was flooded out when we was kids, bro. I used to see, because see, I grew up, like, my grandma's house is on the east side, Summit Street. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm east side. So, you know how they say it ain't where you live, it's where you from. Yep. But it's also where you live, too, because where I lived at, I was in between the Chapel Oaks and the Greens. So we used to play at the Bunch Court, which is right behind the Greens. And at the Bunch Court, you'll see the vials, you see the cracked vials, the pipes, you see all that. I'm like, how the kids play out here? You know what I'm saying? Then you walk through the Oaks, you see the baggies and all that shit, in the parking lots, you see all that shit. And then, like, it wasn't as bad, like, for my generation, like my brother, when he was growing up in the 80s. See, by the time I was growing up, it was kind of like everybody starting to get locked up. Everybody was it was cleaning the streets up for real. Police weren't playing back then, straight up. But it was still fucked up, like, because I used to ride my mom and she had to pass the Chopolos. It'd be times they would run up to her car in the white tees thinking she was trying to buy something. She's like, nah, nigga, I don't want no goddamn. But I just remember, like, we used to go and walk to the Bunch Court because you had to pass the Chopolos. I pass the Chopolo and you'll see them niggas in the white tees and they'll pull out that wad of money, bruh. And you'd be like, damn, what the fuck is they doing? You know what I'm saying? And my older cousin, because he knew I'm young, I'm like in first grade, second, I didn't know what the hell was going on. But my older cousin, like, man, they out there pushing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we was already exposed to that type of shit for real. But then you'll be like 6 months later, you'll be looking for that mother. What happened to the dude? Oh, he got locked up. Or then he got killed. So it made you not want to do this shit. Like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't trying to end up like, bruh. For real. But yes, Fort Wayne been fucked up. It's still kind of fucked up for real.
Is it a place you want to raise kids? And then do you plan on moving? I know you said something, but it works with Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm trying to move down there. You know what? As far as raising, I think this is the best place to raise some kids because it's fucked up everywhere, bro.
It's true.
Fort Wayne not bad, bro. Like, it's just bad for Indiana because Indiana just only got a few cities that's like hip on, because everything else just country.
Facts.
Country town, corn and shit. That's why I kept saying, like, I'm from the side where the corn don't grow, bro. Like, I'm from the city, concrete. You know what I'm saying? We know the crack on every street. We used to walk that shit. So, but it ain't, bro. Like, this is the place people, like, it's a retirement city, like a retirement place. People come here to be like, man, I'm about to retire and just live a cool ass life. So I would raise my kids here. I wouldn't mind it because shit, it ain't fast paced. It ain't, everything gotta be fast. I feel like if I put my kids through the system and like if I go to Atlanta or New York or LA or the places that I do want to move, right, or consider moving to, they classmates gonna be like, man, look, this what we doing, the big city. So he gonna feel like he gotta keep up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if I get to a point where he ain't even gotta worry about that shit, I got millions in the bank, well, nigga, you ain't even gotta worry about that shit. I ain't gonna put you in a private school. I want to be in a public school, build that character. Cause I don't want to like shelter that's why I'm glad my mom ain't put me in no like private school or nothing like that. She didn't shelter us. Like, you gotta build character, bro. You gotta get bullied a couple times. You gotta get picked on. You gotta like know how to, defend yourself, shit like that. So it's just,
do you think the private school route is not the healthiest for social interactions?
For social, but for academics, yes. Like, if you're one of those kids that like, okay, you got a gift with that basketball, that football, or academics wise, yes, private school would be the best because public school don't really care about that. They just trying to get you through and go home. They getting their paychecks. Them private schools really gonna sit down and lecture you and point you in the direction. They got resources that the public schools ain't got. Like, okay, we'll put you in this college, we'll put you in that college. But public school, for, like you said, the social, hell yeah, because private school, like, it's a lot of people who ain't got no type of character. They ain't got no type of charisma about themselves. They not as confident, not as outspoken. They shelter with both parents in the home and the cul-de-sac out there. Ain't no disrespect to that. But I know in the public school, you running into all type of motherfuckers. You running into motherfuckers that ain't got it, do got it, and we all on the same page, so we not looking down on one another. Like, we all in this shit together, bro. And me going to public school, that's how I met all my homies. It's like you raised with these people. It's like it wasn't no different than being on the block than being at school, because you was doing the same shit you was doing on the block at school. Versus at a private school, you ain't doing that shit. Hell no. Dice game in the bathroom? Hell no. Hell no, they ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? So strict and all that. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want my kid going to no private school, bro. Because I want him to be able to socialize and have character, have a little charisma about himself. And like I said, go through that bully. Because they going to bully your ass in public school, bro. That's just what it is. Yeah. Private school, they be like, no, we don't do that. You go in time.
Passage.
Yeah, right. No, bro. You got to go through that shit, bro. I want you to, make some friends and build relationships with people. You run into some dope ass people in the city, because it's more city oriented versus like private school. It's like outskirts. Yep. You got private schools in the hood too, but people are coming from the outskirts to go to that private school because a lot of us can't afford it anyway. You know what I mean? It's just the rich kids in that bitch.
Oh yeah. Do you have just one?
What?
Kids?
I ain't got no kids.
Okay. Yeah.
I ain't got no kids. Now, by the time I'm 35, I'm gonna be looking at my watch like, all right, look, somebody getting pregnant tonight. I ain't trying to be at the graduation with the motherfucking with the stroller and all that, old as hell. But like, if I end up not having kids, it ain't gonna be no problem. You know what I'm saying? I got older cousins, they living wonderful. They ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? So they fucked it up for me, because I didn't come from like that traditional. Like, we was raised to be traditional, but I have cousins that was like, fuck that, I'm gonna be the black sheep of the family and do this shit my way. I ain't gotta get married, I ain't gotta have kids. So when they showed me you can still live good that way, and honestly, and I'm not trying to discourage love or nothing, but them the ones living better than the married couples in my family. Motherfuckers, shit, they happier than the ones that got somebody. From how I be seeing it outside looking in, maybe I'm being misled by the image, but shit, when I'm looking at them, I'm like, shit, cuz you can do whatever you want to, you on your own time. But I do want a child though, bro, so I can carry on my legacy and teach them how to do it and do shit like that, because I know I'm gonna have a son. I ain't stopping till I do. Yeah. Shit, so I don't care if I gotta have 7 kids, that 8th one gonna be the one. Like, hey, like I said, when I got a limit for myself. I'm like, look, by 35 at least, bro, I gotta have kids. Because I got cousins that still, like I said, still ain't got none, or just had some at 37. What's her name? Shanti? Then Shanti and Nelly, they got a baby on the way. She's like 40 years old, yep. 50 damn near.
Never too old.
Like I said, man, like I'm taking my time with that, bro. And it's not that I can't afford kids. It's just like, I don't feel like, it's not the finance, it's the experience. Like, I don't feel like I've experienced enough to be that father to be like, okay, I'm still ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I still do ghetto shit from time to time. So if I got a kid, I'm like, he gonna end up fucked up because I'm fucked up sometimes. I want to be more mature by the time I have kids and be ready for it. And I want the traditional home. I don't want 6 baby mamas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the baby mama drama. I want to be with the woman of my child and actually marry this person. Rather, we had the kid first, then get married, or get married. And I plan to get married first and then have a kid how they tell us to, but I'm gonna be with that person. We stuck. Because after this, I ain't finna go to the next. No, hell no. So that's why I be careful, man. You gotta preserve the seed, man. Get that shit preserved.
Hell yeah.
Straight up.
So let's talk more about your career. Did you ever, coming up or now or anything, did you ever have to deal with gatekeeping?
Yes. Hell yeah. And you know what? It be coming from the ones that I helped in the beginning. It be fucked up beyond people. Like, it be with people like, and they know who they are, bro. I ain't gotta say shit. And the people that's around me know who they are. Cause they call me, hey, such and such using or such and such. He ain't even put you on. Cause we had them conversations like, man, if I make it before you, I'ma pull you up. You make it before me, pull me up. Not saying you got to, cause we all grown. Ain't nobody entitled to take care of another grown man unless it's your child, right? But at the end of the day, I guess it ain't no law on being a real nigga, man. Because you just expect everybody to be a real nigga. Like, I've seen people that I've helped, like, get a name, or I helped, like, they didn't even know these motherfuckers until I started fucking with them, and then they'll surpass me and then get into a position where like, oh, okay, you got there quicker than me because you took the Hollywood route. I take the stairs. I don't take the elevator, you know, because the elevator jam, the stairs don't. So again, the stairs may take longer, and that's what I'm doing, but I got niggas that took the elevator and they ain't even think one time to just hold their hand out and be like, hey man, come on here with me, man. I remember when you know what I'm saying? So it's like them the gatekeepers. Because anybody outside of that, like, I don't think they can stop me from doing what I gotta do. You know what I mean? But the ones that I felt like, bro, I'd have gave all my resources to you. I'd have gave my game to you. I could have charged you for this. And then you done got in a position where, nigga, you remember you used to write me asking for, you remember you used to write me for advice. Don't act like you wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But then it made me look like I'm bitter, so I don't talk about it. Like, oh, you just hating on him because he done went past you. And it's like, it ain't that, bro. Y'all wasn't there in that conversation we had where we promised each other, like, hey, man. So, yeah, I do got some gatekeepers out there with like, no, I don't want him to get this shit because then he gonna outshine me. And like, I want somebody to outshine me. I'm the type of nigga like, bro, you hot as hell. I want my fans to go to you. And I want you to outshine me. Now, I ain't got to do shit. You know what I'm saying? But some people just want the light for themselves. They want everything to themselves. But God don't like ugly, man. It was written. So, like, eventually, you know, I don't pray on nobody downfall, bro. But at the end of the day, it's like, when y'all doing that, y'all being selfish, you see a lot of people go down from that because it's like, you should have helped motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You definitely should have helped. Like, that's why I read this Lazarus piece. Google, rich man Lazarus. That's a parable in the Bible where the man that was rich as hell, he had all the motherfucking money in the world, and Lazarus right here, he was like, can I just get the crumbs off y'all table? I'm starving like a motherfucker. And he ain't give him shit. He had the finest clothes, the richest shit. He ended up dying. And then they both end up dying. The rich man ended up being like in the lake of fire. Lazarus, they escorted him with Joseph in heaven. He was the richest man in heaven, they say. And the rich man that didn't help Lazarus, begging Lazarus, like, man, help me out. It's burning down here. That story is real. But that's in real life, too. It's like the people that's up don't want to help the people that's down. And then as soon as they go down, they want to go, man, look, y'all better help y'all people. Because you see them tables turn, man.
Yeah,
for real, them tables turn.
Yeah. What are you working on at this current moment that we can look forward to you have out or anything?
Man, I got, you know what? I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, before I even did that, man, you know I don't come empty-handed. Brought you some headphones, man.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
Yeah, them for you, man. The instructions all up in there.
Okay.
But I got this right here. I'm still rocking with my Italy plug, man. You see I got the bag. They gave me the bag, said made in Italy. You know what I mean? So this a 1-of-1 shoe, but it was just a test run. So when I do come out with it for it to be in retail, you know, these the suede joints. I got an orange jacket I'm about to make to match this because I couldn't find no orange shoes. So I said, I'll make my own. Got the re-up on the tongue right here in cursive. And I was supposed to get this when I was in Atlanta. That's why I put Atlanta on the tongue right here. But it didn't come in time. So I was like, well, shit, I'll still rock them, whatever. But I got this orange jacket I'm about to make. Like, I'm about to put like all the Fort Wayne, like the comments on there. You know how they had the orange logo and all that. But yeah, I'm about to drop some more of these shoes from Italy, man. That's like my next project. Get back on this plug because I finally found like a new. See how they look like some Balenciagas now? Yeah, I call them the Balenci re-ups.
Okay.
Nah, for real. But yeah, I'm about to get into these, man. Start dropping shoes again because I had went out to shout out to Cam Coleman and all them, man. I had went to their function. People was walking up to me, man, why I can't get them Soulja Boy shoes, the green shoes? I said, bro, them wasn't never to be for retail. I just made them to match a hoodie I had. I usually use the Italy plug for like my 1-of-1 shoes, but only because they charge so much. Like, I don't even want to fix my mouth to ask about because y'all ain't gonna want to pay this price. I pay it because I want it that bad, but lately people been really wanting it, so I said, all right, well, I'm gonna bring these back. So that's really what I'm working on with that. And then another thing, I just been communicating with a lot of characters out of town in Atlanta. I want to expand the Hood Story season 3 in Atlanta because I got both seasons in Fort Wayne. You know, the first season had all the homeboys, all my real niggas, and then the second season, like I said, I waited for everybody to get out of prison, everybody get out of jail, and then when they got out of prison, I said, I'm not shooting this motherfucker until I get everybody that was on that first episode. We gonna keep it original. I'm not finna change up, but after this I'm going to expand it, you know what I mean? And that's what they like, bet. So now that's what I've been working on too, so I can get back into the movie series and everything. So which is another reason why I've been running into all these people and these platforms down there, because I go down there to network, and then in the midst of that you just bump and rub shoulders, and just running to people like, hey man, you can get on my platform, man. I like what you doing. Hell yeah, what I gotta do? Oh yeah, woo woo woo. And just being down there, and like I said, every time I'm down there, I'll be going down there for like weekends. Sometimes I'll go down there, people don't even know it. Like I don't even tell people. I don't even tell my own mama. Like, you was in Atlanta? Like, yeah, we went down there real quick, you know. So like going down there, I've been networking with, shout out to Fresh In Committee, my boy Stunner 1K, Lucky made the beat. Who else down there I'll be rocking with? If I missed y'all, man, I apologize, bro. Pimpin' Ken, shout out to Pimpin' Ken. My boy Mike, 3 a.m. Studios, especially Mike. Mike been rocking me for like 14 years, man, for real. He like my manager, for real. I'm making him my manager. He running the studio down there. But that's my point. I've been building rapport with these people because I'm telling them like, yo, I got this series. I'm trying to expand. If y'all willing to act on it, bro, like we could really put this shit on some major platforms. Damn near get on Tubi or something. You know, that's what I'm really focused on right now, is building content for movies so we can basically use one project to promote everything we doing. Because like I was saying on Off the Porch, I said, man, it make a difference from me just walking up saying like, hey, check out my mixtape, and that's all you're going to listen to. Or like, hey, man, buy this shirt. Or, hey, man, check out this. But if I make a movie, I could put all that shit under one. You're going to be forced to see it anyway. So I ain't got to say check out my mixtape, because they going to be like, man, what's that song in the background of the movie? What's them clothes they wearing in the movie? Damn, that's tight, man. Who are these comedians in the movie? Who are these people? Like, you got a lot of comedians and characters. And that's what I was doing on season 2. Like, shout out to RC, shout out to Fila. Them two, Quaisha, you know, Passion. Shout out to all them, man, like Cash, Jasmine. I was just looking at people that was already characters on Facebook, right? Already just want to get in the light, but they was doing like little, I don't even think TikTok was out at the time, but something like Reels, just little goofy videos, but they didn't have no platform to really promote it. So I was calling these people like, look, man, I'm going to put you on this series because I see a lot of people fucking with y'all shit, but I want you to be able to express your character and your personality on a movie. And they like, oh, I ain't good with scripts and shit. And I said, that's the thing. We don't got scripts. You are a natural. So all I'm going to do is tell you the subject, give you about 3 headliners, and from there you just ad-lib the rest. And that was the best thing we could have did. So that's what I'm doing now for the people in Atlanta. That same formula. I want to have Hood Stories season 3 be in Atlanta, man. So got some shit up my sleeve, man, for real, for real.
So is Atlanta... Oh man, I've never been, but everybody I talk to that been there, so they make it seem like some black magical place. Like everybody's communicating, the networking is amazing. Yeah, like it's just a bit like a great feel. Can you touch on that?
Yeah, it's like the new Harlem. It's the new Harlem, like how Harlem was in the 80s and the 90s. Everybody went there to network. Yes, black. It's like it's two sides, of course. Yeah, you got the ignorant side. You got like it's a new Atlanta. The Atlanta that you talking about is the Atlanta was like in 06, 07, 08. When I first went there in 06, that's when it was like us against everybody. We gonna put on everybody. Now they more like, nigga, get the fuck on. We don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But if they see you on your shit, they're gonna put you on. They gonna help you out. Like I said, I went down there for a weekend. I got a month worth of shit done. You know, and like even with Pimpin' Ken, for example, I went down there specifically just for Off the Porch. That was it. That was supposed to be the only interview I did. But how Atlanta works is you'll be down. Like it's just like you say, it is some black magical shit, bro. They love seeing black people creators and prospering. You know what I'm saying? Like they love, if you doing creative shit and positive shit, yeah, you gonna experience that because it's a shortage on that down there. It's a lot of rappers down there and shit, but you don't see a lot of like entrepreneurs and people coming out with shit that I be coming out with. So they like, bro, I'm gonna look out for you. You know, again, shout out to Ken, because I went down there for Off the Porch. My man Mike, shout out to Mike. He the one that put him on the line like, man, I'm about to hook you up with Nietzsche while you down here. It just be simple shit like that. I didn't know who Nietzsche was till my cousin called me and he seen that I was on the platform. I didn't even, it wasn't even an hour after the interview because I got off the bus and shit, got on this little party bus with my cousin. We went to Magic City. I'm getting phone calls. Man, I see you on there with Nietzsche and shit, bro. You know who I'm like, I don't even know this. But again, that's because I'm not down there. But once I started bringing his name up, they like, man, that he running Atlanta, you know? So again, Ken came to my Off the Porch interview. He watched that interview and said, man, follow me to Nietzsche. Just simple shit like that. You don't get that out of Indiana. Indiana, I'm like, man, fuck that nigga. I don't like that nigga. I ain't trying to put him on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody crabbing the bucket. But Atlanta, they already on, so they don't feel like you ain't taking my light, you know? You can't, a candle ain't gonna go out by lighting another candle. Basically. That's how Atlanta look at it. Like, me lighting your candle ain't gonna take my light. Shit, you light up another candle with a candle, they both start lighting up. You know what I mean? That's how they look at it. Like, they like, I'm already on. So I don't mind you getting on my shit and shining on my shit. I want you to prosper. I want you to do your shit. So it is like that. And that's why I feel like for what I'm doing, that's where I need to be, you know. But again, I got some shit in plan, bro. I do.
It's like they got a healthy mentality down there.
They do, man. They on their grind, and I just love them because they on the same shit I'm on. They on business. It depends on what side you on. You know what I mean? Depends on what side you on, because they got the other side too now. You gonna get your shit robbed. You gonna get your shit. You gonna end up in a dope game or some shit.
Shit's all sunshines and shit. You go, hey, how you doing, brother? Wait,
no. They gonna be like, yeah, come over here real quick. Yeah, you wanna take a picture? Run that. You heard about them water boys, nigga, that people that got them water bottles, they'll act like they sell you a water bottle, jacking your car and shit. The Lenox Mall, they got high security now because people getting robbed as soon as they leave the mall and shit. That's why I said, man, look, you gotta be careful out there to just be around business-minded people that ain't gotta, you know, be hungry enough to rob your ass. They got money. They ain't thinking about robbing nobody. They trying to put somebody on. You know, so yeah, Atlanta where it's at, bro. Like right now for the Black Mecca, you know, not the only place, but it ain't about going to LA and Hollywood. You see what's going on in Hollyweird. Yeah. I don't fuck with Hollywood. And I like being a ghetto celebrity. That's what they call me. Like, I like being the hood, neighborhood celebrity. I don't like being the global, worldwide, Hollywood. I could have so many opportunities to live that life. But I was like, man, I'm content with just being the neighborhood celebrity. Like, you know what I mean? The legend in the hood. I'm cool. Like, that's me. That's
have you seen the Cat Williams interview?
Man, he broke the internet with that. And he gave my nigga Bernie Mac some justice. You feel me? Yeah, he went up there. Hey, it wasn't 2 seconds. He said, Shannon Sharp was like, all right, we got Cat Williams in the building tonight. How you doing? Yeah, you know, Steve Harvey got a wig. Fuck Cedric. And you remember Hit 'Em Up by Pac, bro? That was a hit 'em up. That was the hit 'em up of interviews, and I'm glad he did it because, like, he been talking about this stuff on his stand-ups. You know what I'm saying? He been talking about it, but he was subliminal with it. Like, he was just telling y'all, like, hey, these motherfuckers is weird. Him and Eddie Griffin. Shout out to Eddie Griffin. You think that he a problem? Let Eddie Griffin get on there. You smell me? But at the end of the day, yes, I did see that, and it was refreshing to see because it was like, this what I've been talking about my whole life. But people looked at me like, oh, you just making excuses, or oh, no, you just hating. I used to come back because I used to go out to Hollywood, and, you know, they had deals on the table for me and people that was out there and all that. And I used to try to tell my classmates, because they like, oh, you dumb as hell for not signing that deal, or you dumb as hell for turning this down. I'm like, bro, this shit weird as hell. And they look at this 2010. This when the goal was to get signed, make a hit record, get somebody to sign you. I'm like, bro, I'm going independent. 5 years later, Young Dolph come out and, you know, all that shit. Everybody, oh, I'm independent now. It's a trend now to be independent. But when I was independent in 2010, I was the dumbest motherfucker. They called me stupid as hell. Man, I thought it was humiliating. I go back to school. They like, so what happened? I said, man, I was going to sign it, but I don't know. I'm trying to finesse them to where I ain't got to sign it. I can still, man, you dumb as hell. How to sign that shit? You dumb as hell. Now they like, you dumb for signing. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be. So now it's like, oh, now y'all hear me. But when Cat Williams went on there, it's like everything I've been trying to tell people, because I witnessed this shit firsthand too, but I'm not finna be the one to get shot because I'm telling their secrets. You see, you know, rest in peace to Pimp C, man. Hey, like I said, you see what happened to Pimp C. He exposed all that shit like in 2007 and died like that same year. Yeah. You gotta go. That's why we gotta pray for Cat. Praise and protect Cat in the blood of Jesus. We need to make sure we protect him at all costs because he exposed some shit. You hear me? Somebody got to do it, man.
Somebody's got to.
Somebody got to do it. I seen that shit, bro. It was relieving because I'm like, bro, finally, now I don't sound crazy no more. Yeah. I've been telling people this shit like for years. Like, bro, I kind of seen this shit and been getting them vibes off these people, and they like, nah, bro, I would have did that. You dumb as hell. You was supposed to. I'm like, all right. Y'all see one day, bro, like this independent shit where it's at. And I'm glad I stayed independent to this day. So glad, because they'll take your name from you. Facts. They'll take your residuals from you. They'll make it like Prince, for example. He had to go and he turned his name to a symbol.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't, the contract made it where he couldn't even use his own name to make revenue off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I didn't want to be that person where they took LenzyDaGreat. Now somebody else making money, they sold my name, and now because I done signed this, like, no, bro, I'm cool, I'm all that shit. And that's why I got a movement. I call it Hollywood K, man. You know how them gangs be talking about, oh, I'm this K. We Hollywood K. We don't fuck with nothing Hollywood. Don't invite me to them meetings. Don't invite me to your contract. I don't want to be in that table with you weird ass niggas, because y'all all weird to me, bro. Like, I'm cool. But I ain't got to speak on it, though. I keep my mouth shut. Like, I let y'all figure that shit out. But I let my crew know. I let my people know, like, hey, man, I'm about to go out. Like, hey, you might want to be careful. No, fuck that, bro. I'm about to do it. 3 days later, man, you was right, bro. You was right. Them motherfuckers weird as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Hey, you should listen. You know? So, yeah, man, I seen that shit. That shit was dope. Shout out to Cat Williams, man.
Hell yeah. You got any message for your fans and everybody that's watching?
Shit, man. Get money. Get money. Get off the bullshit, man. For real, dog. Quit beefing over dumb shit. Like, bro, let's start getting over this dumbass shit that we all feel like we can't be getting along with. Like, I understand this beef out here. Yeah, he shot my cousin or he robbed my cousin. I ain't telling y'all to like I said in the beginning, I ain't telling y'all to get along, skip at the park holding hands and all that shit. But, like, try to find a way to coexist and push the peace, like how FYBJ Maine doing in Chicago. You gotta understand, these niggas in Chicago can do it. We can do it over some petty ass misunderstanding. Like, we had a petty misunderstanding. Yeah, words was exchanged, whatever. When you mad, you gonna do that. But that don't mean we can't. I ain't saying to forget, but just forgive, bro, and be like, hey, bro, look, we said this, I said this, I did this, fuck that. Let's push the peace, man. Cause it's like, why is we holding grudges? Why is we, I don't know. I'm just at that point. Like, that's my message for the fans. Everybody start working on, like, just quit holding grudges and shit, for real. Like, let's move forward. Push the peace and all that. But then they fuck over you again, then it's fuck them. But right now, give a person a second chance. But you fuck the second chance up, it's just over with, bro. You burn that bridge, like, it's done. You know, I get it. But again, and then also, support the movement, man. Support the shed, man. That's what you call, right? The shed, man. So yeah. Support the shed, man. He trying to get everybody in Fort Wayne they platform so they can talk about what they talking about. So yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for stopping by, man.
You already know. Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir.